So I'm banking on the fact that if it does flood the basement, it won't hit the main floor. So.
We'll just listen and take our live shot maybe from 16th from the water plant.
Stopped off and came inside and said hello and handed it to me, and I said, oh, thank you, and he walked out, and I finished up what I was doing and opened it, and there was a bunch of money in it. So,
you know, we can come out the other end of it, whether it's making it just a few hours through a day like this, or whether it's making it 9 months until you get back into a home that you can call your own once again. Everything is not spinning out of control. You're doing just fine. Just come together and help each other out. This is where it all starts as far as flood control for north central North Dakota, including Minot. I'm standing here at the Rafferty Dam, where more water is coming out now than has ever been released from this dam.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. 7-Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
I have to reorganize everything.
Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the House of Home. And if I catch you coming from my way, I'm gonna sell it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feelings coming from my bones just says,
According to the National Weather Service, inflows at Sherwood are projected to be around 25,000 CFS. As of now, Lake Darling releases are at 8,600 CFS, and the plan is to keep those levels around 10,000 CFS or less through Minot to give the city and residents a few days to prepare. We want residents that were in the previous evacuation zones to prepare for evacuation.
Mikey, do you have your stuff together?
The city of Minot is under an evacuation order starting Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. And folks, this is not an instant replay of 2.5 weeks ago. This is the real thing. This is a flood that is nearly certain to hit Minot and drown much of the city.
Okay. I'm scared. I mean, if it hits what they say, I'm hoping that these predictions will lower a little bit as it spreads out in the valley, but I don't.
I'm gonna wait to die, far from this offer for forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw, make the sweat drip out of every pore.
Trying to get the animals out first.
And I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me and I will sing no more. And the steam's coming from my blood. It tells me go back home.
We just got notification that if you hear the alarm go off, it's not a drill. It could be going off anytime.
Okay.
Is it good? You gonna make it out okay?
Yep, we'll be fine.
All right.
Next 11 hours, it will rise 3 feet according to the National Weather Service.
Certainly a tough sight to see for any homeowner.
Somewhere, baby, it's part of me, apart from me. It ain't waste to hollow.
The city of Minot is in the middle of the highest river levels ever recorded here. The river, in fact, is hitting its highest levels everywhere in its path through north-central North Dakota. In Minot, that means some 11 or 12,000 people displaced, evacuated to get away from the rising water. And the water was rising quickly through the day today, as a matter of fact.
Once I knew I was not magnificent.
Don't worry, Bob. Sorry.
I've seen a lot of disasters, but this is the worst I've ever seen.
I wanna go back home.
We are also feverishly working with all federal, state, local agencies to work toward a coordinated effort for recovery of the Magic City.
224 9th Street Southeast, south exposure. Looks like the whole side's caved in on the basement.
Okay, 224 9th. Is that about?
Standing here today, it's easy to say that all of this is now just stuff. When you look closer, you'll see 44 years of memories, baby pictures, family reunions, Christmases. They're not sure that they'll ever spend another one here together again.
It's really overwhelming. We don't really know where to start. We don't know what we can do ourselves.
Dripping in sweat and, tears of sweat, I guess, is a true statement today because we are just, you gotta keep going. You gotta get it out. You wanna get it done.
I just stopped off and came inside and said hello and handed it to me, and I said, oh, thank you, and he walked out and I finished up what I was doing and opened it, and there was a bunch of money in it, so I ran out to try and say thank you again, but he was already gone out of the neighborhood. I don't know where he went.
The son was an okay guy. They had a pet dragonfly. The dragonfly arrived.
Okay, that's disgusting. That's okay. We'll get it out.
With a story to say.
You gotta help people out.
Just how proud we are to be a part of Minot. You just see things like this going on. You just look down our street even today, you just see people working and ready to get back in their homes. So yeah, this is definitely a place that we're going to call home for a long time.
The birds, they got help from below, from dirty ponds and the creatures of snow.
The level of protection that we're going to try to establish is going to be protection of 27,400 CFS, which was the peak that was measured at Broadway Bridge, plus 3 feet of freeboard. And we're establishing that as a level of protection to carry throughout the valley.
So for a while things were cold. They were scared down in their homes. The forest that once was green was colored black by those killing machines. But she and her furry friends took down the queen, bee and her men. And that's how the story goes. The story of the bees with those 4 dirty claws.
Talk about affordable housing. 75% of these apartments are reserved for those income qualified households. So that is a significant boost to this facility and to the community itself.